when I was changing the coil packs, I noticed that the Cam Solenoid cover seemed to be leaking. So one of the jobs that I'm going to do while the exhaust is off the car is just to change the seal. On the right hand side of the car, the access is much better. On the left hand side there is sort of further up and blocked by the wheel, so you'd need the wheel off. Probably not the exhaust, but on the right hand side it's a job where I think you probably need the exhaust off to get to it. If you can see here, you've got the exhaust pipe that goes to the cat, which would be blocking access from below, and obviously here you would have the exhaust muffler box would be on this side, so that would block access as well. So if you can see in here, there are two 10mm bolts that need to be removed, and then it's a case of unclipping the lead from the other end, which has just got a clip that needs to be undone, and then we'll be able to feed through on the new seal, which I'm just going to show. And they worked out direct from the main dealer, were around £17 each. So I didn't think that was too bad a price for a main dealer part, which is obviously the original, and will then resolve the leaking oil problem. The seal does have two sides. You can see a kind of lip on one, and that's the inside, and that will be the outside bit that you can actually see and where the bolts go through. Quite difficult to see here, but there's a small tab just right at the end of the plug, and a clip from the other side. The other half of the plug sits on top of it, and you just need to lift that so it clears that tab, and the two parts of the plug will separate. The plug's also held in a small clip against the side of the engine, and it just pushes out from that, and then once that's released, you have the end of the plug clear, and you'll be able to put that through and put the new seal on. So the two 10mm bolts are now out, and the old seal has been removed. You can see it's quite oily in there. What I found, you just need a flathead screwdriver just to gently prise it off, and if you look in here now, you can see the cam solenoid end of the sensor, and the lead just hanging down that we need to feed through on the new seal. So the new seal is now fitted. The seal slid over the sensor quite easily, and threaded through the lead. That was no problem at all. You just need to make sure you line up the two 10mm bolts so that they line up with the holes beneath, and then tighten those up, and then reconnect the other end of the lead, which is quite easy to see from this side. The other side of the car will be slightly different because it's at the more forward end, and you'll have better access through the wheel arch, whereas this one, like I say, having the exhaust off makes it a much easier job.